Honda SP2. Best Motorcycle Review. Homologation special to take on Ducati in WSB, 2000 to 2007. The Honda RC51 or VTR 1000 SP1 was a homologated version of the Castrol Honda World Superbike machine. Colin Edwards rode to 2 championship titles in the aughts. From 2002 the model became the SP2 with a more refined injection system and an extra 4 brake horsepower. Honda had been known for their V4 and inline-4 superbikes until this model, but Ducati's racing dominance with Carl Fogarty and the 916 meant that needed to change. Even today the SP is a very special bike, and while it lacks the instant character that you get with a 916, the Honda is still packed full of spirit. It's just refined, smooth and polite in a typical Japanese fashion rather than outwardly flamboyant like an Italian. Does it justify the high prices on the used market? People are paying even more for the 916, why shouldn't a Honda model be as exclusive as a Ducati? Ride quality and brakes. Like most V-twin engines, the Honda SP1/2 series need a bit more rider input than the average 4 when cornering hard. The SP is essentially a race bike and the ride is harsh on both motorcycles, with a massive twin spar frame as the backbone of the motorcycle and firm suspension. The Honda SP1/2 really needs a racetrack to appreciate the abilities of the chassis, as it just seems too hard and unforgiving on many normal roads. Engine. The SP's 999 cubic centimeters V-twin is a truly great motor ruined by a glitchy fuel injection system, especially on the Honda SP1, which is sometimes unpredictable at low RPM. With 133 brake horsepower at 10,000 RPM, the Honda SP2 is 4 brake horsepower up on the Honda SP1, but the later model feels easier to ride, thanks to bigger throttle bodies and a better 12-point injector system feeding it. The bike picks up revs quickly and makes power smoothly from anywhere above 3,500 RPM up to 10,000 RPM, where the power tails off around 500 RPM before the rev limiter. Many used models will have power commanders fitted to try and address the issues with the injection. Despite Honda having the VTR 1000 Firestorm in the range when the SP1 was made, the engine was actually all new. This is because, unlike the Firestorm, the SP needed to cope when the 170 brake horsepower HRC racing versions hit their 11,500 RPM limiters. Reliability and build quality. The Honda SP1/2 feels like it was made in the HRC race shop, not an anonymous factory. Every detail fits together just right. The Honda SP1/2 has an aura of engineering excellence and durability that many other Honda machines sadly lack. Apart from chinning fuel at 30 miles per gallon, the Honda SP1/2 has no real faults, and if you were some kind of sick masochist, you could probably dispatch on it. Value versus rivals. The Honda SP1 enjoyed respectable UK sales, but was soon discounted as dealers realized people wouldn't pay vast sums for what was perceived, wrongly, as a jazzed-up Firestorm. The Honda SP2 struggled to hold its $10K list price too, dropping to about $8K new in late 2002. Now people realize how exclusive they were, and prices on the used market reflect this. The price of collectible classics rose sharply throughout the coronavirus pandemic in 2020 to 21, and used RC51s are now climbing past their original price for clean examples. If you are in the market for an old-school homologation race rep, you could also consider the SP's biggest track rival, the Ducati 916. Or if you fancy the feel of a big V-twin sports bike but you don't care about racing heritage, or can't afford it, check out an Aprilia RSV 1000 mil, Suzuki TL 1000 or Honda VTR 1000 Firestorm. Equipment. The Honda SP1/2 oozes class. There's little doubt that Honda lost money on each one of them, even at 10 grand a pop. Beautiful machine alloy parts, an exquisite swing arm on the Honda SP2, top-notch Showa suspension, stunning brakes. The Honda SP series bikes are a techie's delight to look at, and the dashboard looks like it came straight off a Suzuka endurance racer. Spartan but sexy. Specs. Engine size 999 cubic centimeters. Engine type 8V V-twin, 6 gears. Frame type aluminium twin spar. Fuel capacity 18 liters. Seat height 820 millimeters. Bike weight 194 kilograms. Front suspension preload rebound compression. Rear suspension preload rebound compression. Front brake twin 320 mm discs. Rear brake 220mm disc. Front tire size 120/70x17. Rear tire size 190/50x17. MPG, costs and insurance. Average fuel consumption 30 miles per gallon. Annual road tax £101. Annual service cost £330. New price. Used price. Insurance group 17 of 17. How much to insure? Warranty term 2-year unlimited mileage. Top speed and performance. Max power 133 brake horsepower. Max torque 75 ft-lb. Top speed 170 miles per hour. A quarter-mile acceleration 11.2 seconds. Tank range 110 miles.